Hello everyone, and welcome to Entry 9 of Stories from an Ugly Childhood. I am your host, The Crap Artist. Today's entry is about appearances. Yes. And the fact that my mother was the very first person in my entire life that ever bullied me over my appearance and what I cannot do. But especially over my appearance. She was the very first person that ever called me fat, ugly, and stupid. And she had me on prescription narcotic diet medication by the time I was in 5th grade. And I was only about, 20 or 30 pounds overweight at the time. Also, at the same time, my mother has absolutely no grasp on nutrition. She was feeding me nothing but simple carbohydrates and mostly sugar through my single-digit ages and up until, I was 16 or 17 years old and started eating over other people's houses. Anyway, so pretty recently, while I was looking for my mother's obituary, which is something I do every few months, I never get what I want, but pretty recently I found my mom's LinkedIn profile, and the photo she has up there is very highly edited. From a graphic artist perspective, it's not a good job. It's not a good job. The phrase uncanny valley comes to mind. And it looks more like one of my school pictures from like 7th or 8th grade than it does, one of her school pictures from 7th or 8th grade. Except for, it's got her pixel thin eyebrows and helmet wig on. Very off-putting, very off-putting. And it fills me with all kinds of emotions and brings up all kinds of really fucking strong opinions. And I feel like I need to share them here, right now, with you guys. The least personal of these opinions toward this photo and the entire situation is that I thought that with all of her education and all of her life experience, she would know better than to do something like that, than to present an incredibly false image of herself on a social network meant for peer-to-peer professional, this and thattery. Because if a potential employer sees that and they go by, she looks like she would fit in really well here, because some people do judge by appearances. And then she comes in for the interview in her current state, and they see the discrepancy. The first thing that would come to my mind as a potential employer is, okay, what else is this chick lying about on her resume? How much of her experience is actually real? How much of these titles are actually real? How much of this education is actually real? If she feels like she needs to lie about her appearance, how much else is she lying about? That's what I would think as a potential employer. And it makes me sad that my mom can't see that. It makes me very, very sad. Because she has always maintained that she is the smart one. She is the mother and I am the child. She knows best. but she's a 65-year-old woman posting catfish quality photos of herself on a business networking site. Yep, yep, yep. I myself stopped wearing makeup and giving a shit about other people's opinions of my appearance almost directly after I got my gastric bypass. For those of you who don't know, I don't really mention it, I am 22 years post-gastric bypass. I got it in 2002, and I have cumulatively lost, from my highest weight, I have lost 250 pounds, and I have managed to keep it off for the duration. So, yeah, can't call me fat anymore, but maybe you can call me ugly and stupid if you felt like it. 'Cause, you know, I don't have an education. But, yeah, it's been a thing for my whole life. My mom has always been the biggest bully when it comes to my appearance. Even in my adult life. She never has anything nice to say about me. You know, I lost all that weight, and all she can think about is the fact that I have a stupid haircut, and I have not gotten my front tooth fixed yet. I had a cap on this one and broke it off sometime around 2012 because drunk and stupid. And she's been on my case ever since. You know, I'll pay for it to have it fixed. You know, the fact that I grind my jaw and have it dislocation, and I clench, and I have all kinds of other dental issues doesn't bother her. The pain that I'm in all the time doesn't bother her. It's just she can't stand to look at that one tooth. And that's all she thinks about. And she can't stand that I have stupid hair. And she can't stand that I have tattoos. And she can't stand that I dress the way I want to dress. And don't look like a lady, and don't sit like a lady, and don't act like a lady. She doesn't care that I have managed to hold myself together and maintain a household and a business, and she doesn't care that I lived through an embolism and a terrible fucking attack that dislocated my jaw. She doesn't care about any of that. She just cares about how I look and having to look at me. But that really doesn't matter anymore because I haven't even spoken to her since 2020. Yep. That doesn't matter. I'm just really sad. I'm really sad. Because she pushed me around and she hurt me and she made me hate myself so much. She made me hate myself so much just because I was ugly. And there she is in that fucking LinkedIn profile, wearing my goddamn face when I was a kid. I'm freaked out, and I'm disgusted, and I'm hurt, and I'm really, really, really sad. My mom is so fucking vapid. That's all I can say. She's so fucking vapid. And the reality of the situation is that, and I said I wasn't gonna do it, I said I wasn't gonna insult her, but fuck, I can't help it. The woman looks like an old knobbly potato somebody shoved some Barbie legs on and a wig and then lightly drew on some eyebrows. That's what she looks like in reality. And I think that she looks exactly like she's supposed to. And so do I. And the difference is I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. Okay, that's it. Bye.